Okay, let's see. Is this working? Let's see. Okay, it seemingly is. Okay, let me test the audio. Test. Is the game too loud by any chance? I don't know. I'm just gonna be using my normal voice level. Okay, that seems fine. I might lower it ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. But anyway, hello. I'm not in the mood to draw boxes, so I decided this was a better option than drawing boxes. I do still need to draw Grubbin. And I also do still need to release Chad, because Chad and Grubbin were caught on the same lane and I didn't realize. Oh wait, hold on, I was meant to be reading, right? Our festival is today. That is not a voice he would have. That is not a voice he would have. Our festival today is held to express thanks. Wait, our festival today is to express our thanks to the great Pokemon deity of this island, always remaining by our sides. Okay, I guess my bad Kronk impression is just his voice now. Well, we may call it a festival, but it's just little things we see here. There are not many of us, but at least every last one of us goes all out. I know we have to fight Hal. Oh, how's it, Corrupt? Man, I thought you would never make it. Me and Poplio were waiting for ages. A wharf. Oh, hold on. Didn't anyone explain tonight to you? Oh yeah, just on time. But to what exactly? Pew! A full-powered festival for battling Pokemon. We battle in the name of Tapu Koko, pitting our best moves against one another in a friendly competition to please our guardian. Woo! Your Pokemon have fought for you. Your Pokemon have fought for you, so show them the same care in return. Let me heal it. Okay, yeah. I keep pressing it too fast. Are you ready for this Pokemon battle? Yes. I'm pretty sure Hal starts with a Pichu. And then, oh wait, right. Before you stands Hal, grandson to the Kahuna. Let's have fun with this, Poplio. I need to get different voices for them. Inconsistent voices for them. Before him stands Corrupt, the one who met with Tapu Koko. What? Why did all the music cut off? What a curious little thing. Tapu Koko is, just typical of it. Well, I'm not actually gonna like make a scream effect because my parents are sleeping. Take care of the little Corrupt. Bring forth the power of your Pokemon. There we go. Oh wait, Rowlet's a flying type. Wait, what am I doing? I literally said I knew he was gonna send out Pichu first. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, I'm just gonna slow down Pichu as much as I can while it's spamming Charm. Okay, I think we do risk it here because it might just use Charm again. Or nope, we lost it already. Damn. Okay, we're down to one Pokemon. This is why I genuinely did not want Grubbin. I shouldn't have used packets because I could have tanked that. I didn't have to kill Grubbin, huh? Okay. Oh well. I didn't really want to use it. I was gonna box that thing anyway. Alright, I need to set the battle style of the sets. Oh well. I guess when we draw Grubbin, we'll make only one Grubbin drawing since he got. I'll just do like half the page Grubbin happy and then the other half him being paralyzed. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. Take this corrupt. And it's a Z-ring. I'm sorry. I'm just suck with voices. 4. Oh my god, he just got. He's doing the Mr. Fantastic thing. Oh my god. So I get to the drawing section. Yeah. Sometimes I forget how good the Ultra Recon Squad's theme is. Okay, now can we get to a box so we can release both Grubbin and Baneri? Yeah. Okay, I got the drawing stuff up. I just need to remember which one is Procreate? Not Procreate, Clip Studio. Is it this one? No, that's not right. I mean, actually, I could just. That is not what I wanted to do. I could just do this and then stretch it. Hold on. Transform, fit to screen, transform, stretch to screen. Or, well, let me unhide everything. There you go. Transform, fit, then transform, stretch. There we go. Might be a bit stretched out. I can't really tell how good this is of a. Actually, no, there's still a bit hidden here. I'm not realizing. Okay, now then, if I do transform, fit the screen. Okay, there we go. That's this little black space I can have from here. I guess I could make it full screen. That is full screen, never mind. Anyway, I put my controller down and grab some other music and hope there's no ads on the said music. Let me mute this tab in case whenever I open it. I literally Googled no ads, and it gave me an ad. Okay, this should be good. Okay, that might be a bit quiet, actually. Is that better? Yeah, if somebody says it's too quiet, like if someone happens to join for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, new project. Yep. You're going to Artlocke now. When was the last time I touched this folder? Did you go to the like not used in a while section? Last time was over a month ago. Damn. I don't know how I want to divide this. Because I do know I want to do one half for him happily alive before getting electrocuted from the heavens. Okay, this works. So, if I delete that one, yes. And then, where is restaurant? There we go. Okay, so for Grubbin, can I find an image of Grubbin facing forwards? Actually, yes, Pokemon Sleep works perfectly for this. Wait, the Pokemon Sleep image for Grubbin. This is perfect. Okay, so let me look at Grubbin's design for a second. So he is a cylinder. Like his peak of his back is like a cylinder. You got this. Stop shaking hand, please. I said stop shaking. I'm turning on stabilizer. Okay. This is so fucking embarrassing. No, because that doesn't actually work. Wait. So, say it's like this, and then it like tapers off to a point. Same thing with this one, it's just that's an inverse of a taper. So it goes from the top and then tapers to a point, okay? But for like this, I can figure out after I'm done drawing the body type. How would I do this? I could like do a circle. I want these things gone for a second. If I were to do a circle, right? It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. But then I did this, right? The back of the circle could be that red part, and then I can extend this, and then I can, like, bend it backward. That is crazy wording. That is, you know what I mean. This might work? I genuinely don't know if that would work, though. And then, like, at the bottom, I just go up and down for little things. That part's fine. I think that would be my best bet. Now for the process of drawing a circle. Nope. No. 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 Nope. Nada. Nope. Nope. There we go. A somewhat... I don't know why I just deleted it, to be honest. A somewhat circle. Even then, I probably need to size this thing up a tiny bit to fit its whole body. So now then, like I said, I do this. No, that needs to be more of a drastic angle. Yeah, what angle would work here? Why did it have to be grubbin? Why did it have to be something... Why did it have to be something with a low... Not low okay, headphones, low battery, okay. Why did it have to be something with, like, a complicated design? Why couldn't it have just been, like, Rolts or something? I love Rolts. I literally have a Rolts pin on my bag. I'm now realizing that piece extrudes, meaning somehow I need to, like, construct the circle in a way that would... no complaining, no complaining. Complaining does not help. Complaining does not help. Complaining does not help. Okay, if I compare this thing to Grubman's head for a second, right? Say I were to literally shrink this thing down on top of his head, and then did this and this, right? How would I construct it from there? Because first of all, I need to make this part, I guess, like that. But then when I'm drawing it out, I guess I would go from the bottom. Okay, I guess. It just looks so ass. I need to have more line confidence. I might, just until I get better at line confidence, just overshoot my target, because then I think it's easier to erase it at the end than getting it to try to get slow and straight. Or that one just ends up perfect. Or those two. As soon as I say that, apparently I can make two perfect ones. That's a bit too far. Okay, and then... yeah. Okay, if I were... excuse me. If I were to... do this, right? And then... I'm curious, is my cursor visible? Yeah, it is okay. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. So now then, if I were to do this, then... This is a dumb question. Would this be easier if I raise my chair up? Like, my chair is so low that I'm below my tablet. Like, would me being above it help? How would it... No, because that's two-cylinder. That's... Maybe I can use the bottom for this. Why the fuck did this just get easier when I moved my chair up higher? What the fuck? I think it's just because I'm making a simpler shape. It's just a placebo effect, but still. So I need to find a way to, like... make the little nubbies. I have no clue what that was, what demonic spirit that just was, but okay. No, that's going too far out. I need to keep it here. Let me draw a line here. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, I should have called him Twinkie. He kind of looks like a Twinkie right now. But does that look circular enough to match his, like, circular buttocks? I'm saying lines I never thought I would say about Grubbin before. What is going on? Also, does that still even work if, like, once I delete this line? Honestly, yeah, it kind of does, actually. Although that's too many. Okay, how many legs does it look like he has? It looks like he has 3 legs from this angle. So, here, instead, let's do the legs like cylinders. That one's a bit too small. I'll do this on a different layer so I can, like, shrink and grow it as I please. That's a bit too sharp. No, that's not right. Hold on, let me try what I was doing before and, like, testing it out by tracing it on top of here before going on to my own thing. It kind of, like, vanishes under the body. Why does it look like I just gave him a monocle? I guess this one does technically, by all means, still work, actually, I guess. I just don't like that it does. Bye-bye, rubber monocle. I mean, this might be lazy, but can I just...
Honestly, yeah, not horrible. I guess we're just gonna give Grubbin cursed little legs. Yeah, I guess this technically works, but I don't like that it works. It doesn't look visually appealing. Is my face bleeding? No, it's just I have a pimple that's doing weird shit. Hold on. Oh, it's just a cold sore. So I plug in my headphones so I stop getting pinged. Low battery, low battery. Okay, now then, for his little nubbies. I don't know why I'm calling everything nubbies on him now. So it goes like, okay, wait, so this, hold on, let me just, for reference, this is where the middle of his mouth is gonna be. Yep, okay. Next, this is where his eyeball has gotta be. We might have to move this part back a little so that the eyeball can fit, or else, like, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to move that back a bit. Then the eyeball can go here. And then, like, one of the nubs can, like, nub over here forward. I think this might work for the nubs. I mean, I'd probably want to move this one up more. Make it a bit big. That is too big. Okay, so what else do I need? I need to add his little circle and indent, right? So, like, how do I give him an indent? How do I make it? My thing is that he still also just looks like a cylinder. I don't know how to make him look like a circle. Like, how do I make him look like a circle? No, it doesn't, how do you make this thing into a, what? I don't get it. No, sure, our Grubbin is just a Twinkie. Our Grubbin is a Twinkie, I guess, because I cannot figure out for the life of me how to make the back of his body a cylinder, but I want to indent him. I don't want him to not be indented. Then his body just feels too, like, boring. That feels like too much of a cop-out, you know?
What do I do? What do I do? Robin, why?
This is single-handedly giving me beef against you. I was neutral with you, and now I'm starting to grow to dislike you. How do you read it? No. If I were to do this, then I would have to make it... I guess I could use the legs, maybe? That's not the right leg. I were to like adjust the leg to go inside more. Same thing was this. That's not the right leg. Same thing was this leg. Alright, I could fix the leg up like its positioning later. Like say I adjusted it like this. And then I were to get the that's the body. If I were to get the body and then erase this little middle part. Would that look like it's indented? That's indented too close now, though. So here, right? Let's move these two. No, I selected multiple layers. Let's move these two back a little bit. Again, I'll readjust it later. We'll readjust the grubbin later. That doesn't really work, does it now? Hopefully move it all the way back here, right? Higher up a little. Use this. That's the wrong way. And then did this. That's the wrong layer again. And did this. And then with his other leg, that's like really off now. We did like... I don't think that makes him look like he has crease. I think it just makes him look uglier. I think he looks better as a plain cylinder. I'm doing everything. What do I do? What do I do? Yeah. If I were to do this, here, what does it look like with just the legs, right? It doesn't have a line. Oh, it does kind of look like a knob, actually. Never mind, maybe I don't ruin everything. Maybe I do know what I'm doing for once. It does kind of look like... Now he looks atonic. I think he needs legs, more legs now or something. I think I removed his legs via doing that. I think I turned his legs into his body crease. That's green. I don't want green. This. And then this. There we go, I think. Genuinely, I can't tell. If there's like one person watching, would you be able to tell this is a grubbin once I like retrace it all in one line so there's not overlapping lines? Like that requires like a lot of like mental manipulation for you to imagine it without like the lines flipping over. Because like I'm gonna retrace this because there's a lot of like dirty like miserased spots, overlapping lines. But like, how do I make his buttocks so round, though? No. How does Grubbin here do it? So, right, his body is a cylinder. His body is a cylinder. That part is undeniable. But then they, like, edit his cylinder. Like his core body, right? That's his core body. But then like they give him like a little shell. I guess maybe maybe I could like. No, because that's too far out. Maybe I. Huh. Huh. Let me look at other like Grubbin art images. Hold on. We are opening like a whole nother window for this. Hold on. Where window capture? There we go. Open a new tab before it's like catches something catching. There we go. Nope, that's Cipher. Nope. Where is this? Is not that. Why am I? There we go. First of all. Oh yeah, right. We're rubbing. Okay, so like makes that still doesn't really answer my question. How do you do you cut the cylinder early maybe? Wait, you cut the cylinder early. What layer is the cylinder? There's the cylinder. If you cut it early, does it look like a circular butt? Maybe? My issue is getting this a perfect cut. That's undershooting it. I think it needs to be hot. I think it has to be higher, like going, like maybe like that. No, that's. I can see the vision. I messed it up a tiny bit there. I need to like go farther. I lost where my pencil is, but there we go. Nope. Oh no, my drawing template was disconnected. That's why I couldn't find it. There we go. Okay. Now. Okay, I think I have to be from that nub there to like. No, that's way too short. No, that's too long. That's also too short. That might be it. That might be it. That might be the round butt. There's so many better ways I could phrase this than round the butt, but like, this is the poison I've picked. No, now it just is a shorter cylinder, to be honest. Maybe if I had it, like, go out a bit more and then come in. Why am I listening? This is not I do not remember this Kirby song. That one feels copyrightable. Okay. That issue has been fixed. Now then. Back to the round butt. That is definitely how it's being accomplished. It's like... Ooh, wait. Is this line too straight? Does this line need to be a bit rounder, maybe? So, if I were to make this line a bit rounder, per se... Oh, that alone helped a lot. Oh my god, I can see it a bit more now. That alone helped. No, I don't want to cut out the whole way. That was this quick. No, we're gonna have to draw this again because I'm not allowing myself to just copy and paste him for his death. Is it bad if I say I kind of can see the round butt now? Because this just looks ugly, kind of. This kind of just looks ugly. And then obviously there are the two circles here, which I would have to like adjust the crease a tiny bit for. There you go, there's the crease. If I adjust the crease a little, I'll make the circles and then the crease. Did I even give myself enough room for those two circles? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh my god. Sit up straight. Sit up straight. That's too. There we go. I'll fix it up when I do the final one, like final outline of it. So then if I were to make the crease like here. Yeah, that does work. I just don't like... this thing is ugly. It is so ugly. Yeah, what can you do? So, just checking in, the Robin, we are currently, this has been going on for about, can it tell me how long this has been going on for about, there we go, 45 minutes. Over those 45 minutes, 15 minutes of it has been gameplay. At this point, I'm going to make like a save point in case this emulator crashes. Okay, save space has been made. Also, 34 minutes of the stream has been dedicated to just me trying to figure out Robin's body shape. Now, let me turn up the stabilizer a bit and use this line was maybe somewhat... Oh, actually, no, that line doesn't even have to be there. Like I said, I was giving that back, right? It's gonna be like here. go. Honestly, that works. Should I use the same pencil for the nubs? First of all, I make the nubs a separate layer so I don't have to worry about, like, cleaning them up. There, yeah, that works. There we go, and there we go, now overlap. So now then, without the outline, it looks... Okay, I need to fix up that head a tiny bit. I messed up tracing the head. Okay, yeah, there we go, that's better. I'm not realizing I definitely put this a bit too far now, because now it doesn't look like the head is filling, it's like any smaller than its body now. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna use rough pen for the outline of the eye. Okay, I'm gonna lower its size a little bit, so like... There we go. We're a little zigzag. Let's see, what do I have for the zigzag? This one? Zigzag. Nah, I don't like how that feels. I think I might just use this. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now then, with the eye. Okay, he's so happy he's getting taken with him. He doesn't know what's gonna happen. Bro is not prepared for what's about to happen to him. Mwahahaha. Am I evil? Nah. Honestly, I might make the rest of his body out of this line, because I kind of want most of the attention to be on his face, because the rest of his body's kind of mid, so... My one issue is this brush doesn't have stabilizer as a feature, so we'll see as we go. Yeah, needed to be more zoomed out there. I did not have enough space. Okay. Alright. Okay. Honestly, okay, I do need to fix up his butts a little bit, but I do like his rest of his body being a bit like thinner. Or maybe that was so atrocious because apparently now there's 0 people looking at the stream. Damn. My apologies. I didn't know it was that bad. But I'm actually starting to like the Grubbin. The Grubbin's actually coming out good. Yippee! So the nubs kind of feel a bit off, but I don't really think I have I have an idea, but I don't know if I have the skill to pull off this idea. First of all, I need to clean this up like significantly better down there. So like, I'm just gonna remove the nubs quickly, go down here, and like just. I did not want to color select there. Thank you. And then I'm going to grab this one in specific. If I were to rotate this, if I were to rotate it and grow it a little bit, it gets a bit pixely. So I'll probably have to retrace over this if I do this. I will not retrace, redraw over it, but like... That does look significantly... No, that feels off. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm fine with him having off-sized... Maybe I just need to shrink... No. No, that wouldn't work. Maybe this is just objectively better, actually. Yeah, it kind of is. So hold on, let me redraw that. That's the wrong way. Got it. There we go. Yep, there we go. Now realizing I definitely used the wrong brush for this, but low-key this kind of looks... I think I like it with the smoother brush for the claw, so... What if I just, like... Honestly, this kind of works. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like this. I might just like dull the not dull, like shorten it a bit though. There we go. And now we just need to fix up his body again. Yep, okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're back from the dead. So what are we, some kind of walking dead? And now then if I take all this layers and move it up a tiny bit, then I can also see another error with the layer 13, I believe it is. No, it's layer 13 copy. Get this little field around. And on that will field, I'm just going to temporarily hide Revan himself. On that little field, we do like this, and then we like, yeah, right, we make it like grass green. Oh no, we make it like dirt brown. Why is dirt brown's color code? For any of you questioning, you just need to trust the process. And then, like, we take green, we take an airbrush. Make it look like he's in a little, like, dirty patch of grass. In retrospect, it's probably easier to just do this instead of having to erase everything on the outside. Well, honestly, this does look a bit more like it's on, like, a grassy dirt path. Okay. I think I can get rid of the line, honestly. If I can get rid of the line. Do I just make everything in the background like that? We'll see how Rubbin stands out once he has color. We'll see. Okay, now we can temporarily hide that layer. And now it's time to color Rubbin. Okay, so he has kind of like that shade of white for his body. We're probably gonna have to shade his legs a bit, since the legs from this angle would be. Also, we're gonna have to shade his face, like on the upper part a bit, because I didn't really make his like head extend as far out, so we don't have to worry about it as much, but still need to worry about it a bit. Okay, and then around. I think I copied the dark version of it. Is this the same as the ground in the background? Eh, if it is, it's not really that gruesome. White for the pupils. Well, yeah. Black for the staria. Or I guess red. Not black. Okay, yellow for this. At least this thing is simple color-wise. Oh, wait, I forgot to make his, where is it? Where is that? Where is it? There we go. I almost forgot one part of him. I almost forgot to make his leg on his other side. The entire legs are low-key just gonna be shaded because that would make sense. Everything, like, so first of all, okay, this is, we know, understable. First of all, this is, for sure. And then this is for sure. Well, do you think the horns might look better if they don't have, like if I don't give them outlines, like... If I were to clean those up a bit, I don't think those would look better if I cleaned them up a bit. Speaking of, I need to find this one and then, like, make it a bit longer. Go. That's not the one. Doesn't really make the biggest difference on here, but like. No, that's too far up. I'm getting a different pencil. This pencil isn't really much better. He doesn't really need shading there. Nice. Now then, if I get this little grass patch back, there we go. There's little Grubbin. Maybe I make the rest of the background green with black spots. I can't believe I'm gonna have to draw this all again. Which one are you? There we go. Not green with black spots, what? Yeah, there. Like if I make this green and then take the brown and spray paint the brown. Okay, I might take tone scraplets and get like a lighter shade of green on here. Just to like... Nah, it doesn't look nice. So, we're just gonna stick with this. How does this look? Yeah, honestly, this works. This looks like a patch of grass from Grubbin's point of view. I'm not making the entire blade of grass. I like how you can tell the difference here. Here, let's like just color up this tiny bit, so like it's a little bit harder to tell. And then also fix this up. we are just gonna like take this background, copy it, and then drag it down here though, because it will be on the same background. We also need to find that second frame. Because like this is only the top part, right? Oh no, never mind. I don't know why it's hiding like that. It's not. Never mind. I'm just an idiot. I am a bit stupid. Let me just like put something in between the two frames also. What color are we thinking? White. Make sure it's white. Actually, wait, I can just do select this, only editing layer. There we go, go here. Why isn't it effective? Oh wait, no, the paint can is still in effect. There we go. Right. There we go. It's a nice straight line for him. So how do we want to do him being electrocuted? Because I don't know how to draw lightning. I really don't want to allow myself to copy and paste it, because that feels like a cop-out, but maybe for this one I make an exception, because this has been a straight death into drawing this. Plus, I've already been going for over an hour, so I actually need to go soon. So, like, I guess we're just... Oh, shit, is color not part of the folder? I know the color layer is in there. There we go. What if I just like don't use like actual whatchamacallit? Like what if I don't choose lines for the light? Like what if I just do no that does not I need some other brush if I want to do that. Honestly marker might work for that honestly. No. What do I do for this? No. How the fuck do you draw like? Hold on. Where is it? Where is OBS? I can't really open a video on account of I will be copyright struck, and I don't know, Pinterest, help me out, man. Pinterest. No, you don't get to see my Pinterest. No, you don't get to see my Pinterest stuff. I meant to sign out of that. Okay, nothing of importance was seen there. I just thought that would let me sign out. So if I open Google Chrome, since I'm currently using Opera, use guest mode, and then use that as my monitor for this. Opera, no, that's Discord. Okay, I just pressed Chrome. There we go, Google Chrome. Okay, now then, right for Google Chrome, if I were to like Pinterest, I just spelled that wrong, oh my god. I'm not, no thank you, it's my search. No, do I have to use an account to search? Can I not like search without one? Lightning, drawing, Pinterest. Actually, this works perfectly. Wait. No, I like that image it gave me. Where was that specific one on that thumb? The specific one right here. Open image in a new tab. Okay, squiggle, not white, that comes later. Okay. Then we exit. Okay, wait, so step one, we're gonna take like a gray and make a squiggly line. Okay. Step two, we're gonna take, I think I'll take a blue and make those like extended points. Make as organic or sharp as you. I think I'm gonna make it sharp since this is intentional. Like this is a Pikachu casting a thunder, or Pichu casting Thunderbolt. So like this isn't like a random gust of lightning. Random gust of what? Lightning doesn't come in gusts. New layer, paint underneath the first one. Start. I think a step was just, unless maybe this is all. Here, let's try the first 3 steps. Let me remove these. I'm not realizing, has Opera been on my screen like half? No, it has. If I take it off my screen, phew. I thought for like half that Opera was just blocking it. So let's somewhat try that. Okay. So let's take like a blue, right? And then we make a swiggle. And then we sharpen the angles. And then underneath, we make a lower opacity layer. Okay, I need something with low hardness. I guess maybe the rough pen would actually work. No, it needs to be even. Maybe this is where the white comes in. Okay, genuinely, I have no clue. I think I'm just gonna end the stream here before I spend another hour just trying to figure out lightning and wasting everyone's time. The top one rating I give it is like 4 out of 10. This one, 0 out of 10. I'll probably just make a video asking for like any advice with lightning, because I genuinely don't know how to do this. Also, I'd like to be able to watch some videos. 50. Actually, no, I need to put that in my Artlocke folder. Hold on. Downloads. This. And then we copy this. Go to the Artlocke folder. And I'll make a short asking for help with this at later point. But, yeah. I wish this ended in like a much more like joyous way. My apologies. Thank you for if anyone's watching. Farewell.